Hello everybody, so I'm going to be doing a quick video about the FOSITAN BG1H battery grip for the Canon 1100D, 1200D, and the one that I have, the 1300D, aka the Rebel T6. I've seen YouTube videos about the Canon T6i battery grip, but I haven't seen one specifically for the T6 model. And I did reach out to Canon and try to get an answer if perhaps they will be, or they do make one, just if I might have not seen it. And they did reply with a big no. It was released in 2006, didn't release one, not there. Anyway, long story short, it does include this model, the shutter cord. So that's one of the personal downsides I do not like, just having it sticking out there, taking photos and knowing that it's gonna be sticking there. So I do put my hand over it so it covers it. Let's just pop this back in. I am using the original battery here, and then I'm using I have four of these Amazon batteries that I also purchased. So one of the things I do want to mention now is that when you are putting it in, you don't want to put it in this way. You want to put it upside down, kind of push it in that way, because I did get it stuck the first time. Also, you also want to have to lift these little prongs to get the battery in there. Okay, and then it just pops right in. Also, what I did notice is that on the lock mechanism, you want to have it as tight as you can, just because not always it connects to the prongs inside, and sometimes if I do notice it's a little bit loose, it does shut off on me. That's one of the bummers, because it's not doing that full connectivity between the prongs inside it and etc. Also, before I turn it on, it does have that compartment to put it in the cap from the camera itself. So that's a nice thing right there. It's pretty lightweight. It's not the same color as the camera, but that's a given. But once you're holding it and you're using it, and the model is mostly focused on what she or he has to do next for the next pose, it's not very noticeable. And when I'm walking around with friends, just holding it in one hand like this, it's a completely different vibe, and they don't really notice the color. But having that said, let's turn it on. So there you go. It does work. Besides the little flaws here and there that I had mentioned previously, it works perfectly fine. I can just put it alrighty, vertical. It does work with the auto adjust. So do I have any? Yes. Boom. There you go. Photos come out right there. Good to go. I did do some shoot before coming and doing this video. So that's my sister right there. Probably one of my favorite photos I've taken so far with this camera, and the fact that it's using the camera's a crop sensor. Or these. It's someone at work. She's a good friend. Did these poses. If it wasn't so overexposed, if I could just. There you go. Anyway, I just wanted to cover that up and go back. It still works perfectly fine. Just do a quick video. Try to keep it short, under 4 minutes or 5 at this point. And yeah, that's how it looks. As you can see, this is how the front side looks. There you go. Rebel T6, the T6i. It's not clickbait. It does have a little weird look to it. This does swivel, so you can cover it when you're moving it, when you're traveling. I do recommend taking off the cord if you're going to be packing it in. The last thing you want to is have this break inside of it and pull a Peter Grinning, you know? Alrighty, yeah, that would be all. That's how it looks one last time. I do have pretty big hands, if I may say, no pun intended. But yeah, it has a really nice feel to it. It gives a different sort of vibe when you're holding it. It looks like it sort of feels like a more professional. Same thing here. When I do grab it alone, just to grab it alone, I do feel it uncomfortable, kind of loose, just a tad. I do recommend holding it from the bottom just in case that the pin breaks here. Anyway, that'll be all. Oh, one last thing. When I did open out of the box, it already came with these dots. It looks like it's been exposed to water or whatever. I am personally not a fan of how this looks versus the real matte sort of finish here on the camera. It's not the bestest, but yeah, just wanted to cover everything that you might expect if you do purchase a battery grip from Amazon. Over here, if you do end up purchasing something like that for your Canon T6, 3, 5, or 6. Yep. Alrighty, take it easy, guys.